Prior to the season, I said that the Dallas Cowboys would be 6-10 and finish dead last in the NFC East. Dallas fans thought I was trolling. I was not. I never troll. I always keep it 100% on the Bitter Birds. And this game last night, last evening, whatever, afternoon, whatever you want to call it, twilight, this Dallas offense is putrid. They're just as bad as I thought they'd be. This is not good. This is not good. When they let Des Bryant go, I made a video and I said that they were going to become as vanilla as Chip Kelly's Eagles from a couple years ago. You got nothing but receivers that run less than 10 yards. You're going to have 8 men in the box to stop Zeke. How are you going to take those guys out of the box? You don't have like these guys that can really stretch the defense. Flip screen after flip screen after flip screen after flip screen. Quick slants, quick outs that Dak Prescott can't even hit. Throwing low and behind. Anything that was over 20 yards, he was short of the receiver. He was behind the receiver. Here's the problem with Dak Prescott. Whenever you pressure him, he folds. He hasn't had to deal with a lot of pressure his first couple seasons. This is his 3rd year now. Rookie season, barely any at all. Last season, he did have to deal with some because for the first time in, a couple seasons, the Dallas offensive line didn't have any injuries. Or had injuries, I should say. Tyron Smith missed some time. And now you're feeling it again with, unfortunately, the Travis Frederick thing. And this line is just simply not as good as it was 2 years ago. Lael Collins isn't, You got a rookie left guard, Connor Williams, who I wasn't that high on. I mean, still, like, for a second-round pick, fine, sure, pick him up. But there's a reason why he went in the second round. Dak Prescott cannot set his feet and throw and plant. This was a big issue yesterday. That ball to Jeff Swaim, when he went to the left, set his feet and just woefully underthrew that, that is Dak Prescott in a nutshell. That is what he is. All right, so let's get on to this game. And I'm going to try something new. And I'm going to see if you guys can kind of follow this. All right. So I try and watch every team in the league, every game, every week. I have NFL Game Pass. I can, edit the huddles if I want to. This game was so bad, though. I only took notes of the first half, as you can see. But I just wanted to show you this from the jump. So in my individual scoring, where I score every single play, 16-8 Carolina, but you can see 85-62 Carolina. That is a pretty dominant 8-point victory. And that's what this scoring is for. So if you win 16-8, does that scoreline indicate just how much you won by? Carolina dominated this game, 85-62. And let's just kind of go from the beginning and kind of go through this game. So one of the things, if you're going to be vanilla, and you can see this note right here, all over Elliott in run defense. Luke Kuechly was doing a great job flying to the football, and they were doing a good job of stringing these runs wide along the boundaries. And it's going to be hard for Zeke to run when Dak Prescott is being inefficient. If you're being inefficient, if you can't stretch the defense, if every throw you make is less than 10 yards, how are you going to take defenses out of 8-man boxes? This is why I compared this situation to Philadelphia. You took Dez out of the equation. You took your playmaker. I don't care how many yards he had last year. He wasn't the problem. Dak was. Dak was the problem. He's always been the problem here. The first season was an outlier, and now we're seeing the true Dak Prescott. So if you can't throw anything past 10 yards, which was the problem in Philly a couple years ago, you're not going to be able to run the football. I know Carolina is a great run defense. I get that. But we'll see. I have some concerns after watching this offense from yesterday. So we look at Carolina's first possession. They hold the ball for nearly 6 minutes. And you can see Cam Newton was running the ball very effectively. And one of the things that they were doing was a lot of the zone read concepts. And Sean Lee was over pursuing. You know, that's the crazy thing, man. Luke Kuechly and Sean Lee, two of the great linebackers in this game. Kuechly vastly outplayed Sean Lee. Sean Lee had some missed tackles. Sean Lee was over pursuing on the zone reads. And then you saw Kuechly, and he's out there flying around the football. Not a good game for Sean Lee yesterday. Not at all. And, you know, this defense of Dallas it's actually pretty good this year. It's as good as it's been over the last 5 years. You got a good defensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence led defensive line. Sean Lee, you got Smith in your linebacking core. Byron Jones now a cornerback. I thought Byron Jones played okay. But this offense, man, I don't know how they're going to score points. I don't know. So you can see right here, again, Dallas second possession, and Zeke, again, nowhere to go early on in this game. By the way, if you're kind of wondering what these are, all right, so this is the personnel, 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. But I like to go into it actually a little bit deeper. So when you see single 1-0, that's a single back set, 1 receiver to the left, 0 to the right. Gun 22. If it's an empty backfield, I will put gun empty, but I don't here because obviously Zeke was in the backfield. So gun 22, 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. You also might see something like this, gun BU0. BU is a bunch set, so gun bunch, 3 wide receivers to the left and 0 to the right. So hopefully that all makes sense. And if you guys have questions, just let me know. I don't know how confusing this is going to be for somebody that's never really seen something like this before, but this is how I watch football games. I grade every play. I look at everything, and I try to look for tendencies by the formations that you're in. So I always know who the good play callers are, because if you're in 12 personnel or if you're in 22 personnel and you're in a heavy run package and you're still able to throw the ball, say 30 to 40% of the time out of that package effectively, yeah, you're a good play caller, just like something like that. But you can see here, Zeke nowhere to go on this drive. They got a throwback screen to Jeff Swaim that got Carolina outflanked, so that got him some good yardage here. Just really nowhere to go here. So we move over to the next drive for Carolina. And, Frazier, the safety of Dallas, had 2 nice plays in a row. He made a couple nice hits yesterday. Greg Olsen got involved on this drive, but he left with an injury, unfortunately. So, again, that's not good for Carolina, a team that's already limited with weapons as it is. So now you're kind of down to Devin Funchess, and, that it is what it is there. Devin Funchess is okay, but, I mean, when he's all you got now, it's like, that's not a good thing. Dallas third possession. Oh, Shaq Thompson had a nice game in coverage, and he did a couple things. So he came on a blitz on this drive, and Zeke, who normally is a really good pass protector, he couldn't get over to block him. And you had and this is the thing, man. If Dallas is losing yardage on first down, they're in trouble. That offense is so vanilla, man. 2nd and 17. How are they going to pick up first downs? How are you going to do that? And then even on 3rd and 11, you had some pressure here, and you try to set up a screen and an inaccurate pass. So that's not good. That's not good. So you see gun. This is gun. 2 backs in the backfield. 1-2 SS. So SS is basically you have a stack set, but it's a split stack set. So if you see a double stack, that's what DS is. SS is a split stack. So just clarifying there, I guess. All right. So there's that drive. Let's see what other things we have. Here we go. Here's the note of Lee getting faked out on these zone reads. it just wasn't good. And as you can see in these scores, man, I mean, Carolina is just right from the jump, just 19-15, 24-15, 31-17. They were just methodically beating up on the Cowboys here. And they score a touchdown on this drive, and it was on one of those zone read plays. Lee gets faked out. It's an easy touchdown, and it's 7-0 Carolina. And they were doing all the running with Cam Newton because McCaffrey wasn't really going anywhere to start. It was tough to find yardage in the run game, so it was all Cam Newton doing all the running there. And you can see the note here on the fourth possession. So Dak Prescott just here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. Out route, low and behind Allen Hurns. We saw a lot of this, a lot of inaccuracy from Dak Prescott. So you saw some pressure from Carolina. Dallas's offensive line, you have some, unfortunately, the Travis Frederick situation, and La'el Collins is not Doug Free. I think Doug Free is better than La'el Collins. So you have a situation here. This line is not as good as it used to be. And Dak's getting pressured. He's not able to set his feet. And this is leading to some very, very inaccurate passes. And, you know, Tavon Austin, I was curious, you know, how are they going to utilize him? Dallas fans were kind of talking up Tavon Austin a little bit. But it's the same stuff that they did with him in St. Louis / Los Angeles. Jet sweeps, quick flip screens, nothing else. I mean, it's the same old stuff for Tavon. All right, we got this first 3 and out for Carolina. I mean, Dallas's defense came to play. They did a hell of a job, I thought. They were stopping McCaffrey, not much open down the field, but you know, this was the first 3 and out for Carolina. Dallas, 5th possession. Oh, I remember this one. Okay, so it wasn't Jeff Swaim that was open. It was Jarwin or whoever this guy's name was. I forget who his name was. But Prescott threw it at his feet. It might have been the worst pass I saw all weekend, to be honest. And you can see quick slant. Gallup had a catch on this drive. And, you know, Gallup's another one that they're kind of talking and hyping up there in Dallas. And Gallup was a guy that I didn't even like that much on tape when I watched him in college. So, I don't know. We'll see. But Gallup had a catch there, I guess. All right. Yeah, the last possession of Carolina. So we saw 5 possessions each in the first half for both teams. And they're able to get a field goal before the half. They were driving down. They had some seconds on the clock, and instead of trying to fire for the end zone, they just spiked it and just settled for the field goal. But they take a 10-0 lead at the break, and as I said, I kind of stopped with the play-by-play after halftime because this game was just so unbearable for me to watch. I couldn't watch this. I thought this was a garbage football game. I rated it 1 star. That's all it gave it. It was 16-8. Carolina methodically just put them away. So I'm sorry I didn't really have notes for the second half. That's how bored I was by this game. This game sucked. It was terrible. Dak Prescott stunk. Carolina still has some work to do offensively as well, but their defense is there. Dallas, we'll see. I think they're in trouble. I know Carolina's a tough opponent to start the season on the road, but the offense was as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I'd be concerned if I was a Dallas fan. So this is my review of Carolina and Dallas. Hopefully this makes sense. If you guys have any questions regarding my scoring system, let me know in the comment section below. I'll try and answer what I can. All right, so that's it. That's it for this video. I'm Adrian Fedke. I'm out. See ya.